Hello guys. Well, today I'm going to explain something about JSON, the basic stuffs and some basic concepts to understand how to use it. Uh, I found this material. Um, Here we can read that JSON is a JavaScript object notation and is usually used for storing and exchanging data. Well, JSON is text and is written with JavaScript object notation. Um, for example, I have the link for this is a JSON file I created and I put it on my repository, and it's about cars. Um, the difference between JSON and JavaScript is the notation. Usually in JavaScript you don't have these quotes, but in JSON you must use it because it's important. And well, this is my list about cars, my city, the course, and some brands of cars. So I will try to use this JSON list to show it in the computer. So this is the code. I use HTML. This is some basic declarations, some HTML declarations, but I'm going to focus in what is important. For example, the header and the section. Well, I'm going to use these elements to put the information I wanted. As I mentioned it before, I can use JavaScript to show and to show my JSON. So I put in my code, my JSON code, inside a script. As you can see, is inside a script. Okay, let's start. This is my declaration. It's a simple declaration, and I'm telling that okay, I'm going to use the header and I'm going to use the section to show my JSON. Okay, to get the JSON in this opportunity, I am using a request URL. It's easier to get an external JSON. I declare in this case, the URL. I created a new variable and I define it as an XML request. Well, in this case, I'm using Ajax. Maybe it's something new for you, but I just want to focus on how to declare and how to call because it's easier. Okay, I'm going to delete this to see what is happening. Okay. Let's see what happened with our JSON. As you can see, it's only display the title and the first subtitle. And this is what I'm creating here. I create a function to populate the header. I declare that I'm going to use my JSON object. Yes. And this is my first variable, my first header. I'm going to use this element h1 for title, and using this variable I'm using my JSON object to list the name, and if you can see, this is my list name is cars, so here is displaying cars. Let's continue. created a paragraph. This is my variable, my para, and I'm telling that this is going to be a paragraph. Just I use a p element. This is my variable, and this is simple. For example, I can put it maybe another or the same, but I'm going to change this. Okay, we are going to see the changes. As you can see, it's uppercase. Lima, in this case, is the city, and cit261 261 is my English. I'm working, I'm fighting more with my English than these concepts. Okay, this is the course. This is my another variable that I'm going to use. I'm going to call it. So I declared that my JSON object is the city and the course. And I'm indexing to the header because I'm telling with this declaration and this declaration that the content of this is going to be here in the header. Okay, let's go to the cart. Now I'm going to create a new function. This is the show brands with my object, and remember that this is my object. All this. Well, I'm using a for control. Yes, this is my variable. I'm going to have an article and header and 3 paragraphs, and as we can see here, I'm going to refresh. I have the title. This is okay. I'm going to put it side by side. Okay, as you can see, yes, this is the article. This is the H2. This is the paragraph. This is the other paragraph, and this is the last paragraph. And I'm doing the same for the first JSON, for my first variable, that is Audi, and I'm doing the same for the second, the third, and the fourth. I'm iterating over my list. Well, maybe it's a little complicated to understand this part, but I created 2 more examples that are going to help a lot. Okay, let's go to parse. With parse, we the parse methods take a string of data in JSON format and returns a JavaScript object, so you can use it as variable. For example, this is my variable. Yes, my JSON variable. Remember that I have double quotes. In JavaScript is just like this. This is how you declare. But now this is JSON. All this is a JSON. I'm going to use parse to get the title and to show the data. Well, in this case, the title is this, I'm going to use a header, and the data is going to display in a paragraph. This is my object. Okay, I declare in this object as a JSON pairs, and I'm going to use txt as my variable. Okay, object.name is this, number, my name, and object.city, it's going to be Lima. So let's see what is happening. In the function, this is another function to know how this is going to work. I'm also using another string, a JSON string, and I'm putting this in a JavaScript object, and I'm using it as a JavaScript object. Okay, let's see how this shows. As you can see, this is a JSON. This is another JSON, and I'm putting those together as a JavaScript object. You can see this, and you can see this. Well, that's the importance of parse. Let's see how stringify works. Okay, it's also the same, but in this case, you can notice that here I have a JavaScript object, and I'm going to put it on JSON. This is a list, this is an array. So I'm declaring that my JSON is going to become a JSON object using a stringify, because you can see this object is the same here, and I'm going to show this element with simple JavaScript document.getElement by ID string1. I'm going to put my string1 here inside a list, and it's the same with the another, with my array. It's a simple array, and I'm going to take my JavaScript array to put it on JSON data. Let's see how this works. And remember that all this is inside a script, because if you don't put it in a script, you're not going to have the same result. Well, at least with HTML. And this is what is happening. I put it the simple information that the data in JSON must be written in name values pairs with double quotes, but in JavaScript, just simple as we know. This is my first JSON. This is converted because this is my, as you can see, without double quotes. This is my JavaScript data, and this is my JSON data. And well, this is an array, a simple array, and I convert that array into a JSON, as you can see. So I hope that this short video can help you. Well, any doubt, just let me know. Thank you.